in terms of what's been going on. There we go. We in? Can you hear me? Yeah, it's because I muted it earlier. So I was just saying that you didn't hear. Um, I was just with a friend, basically. That's why all the setup was a little bit wrong. Just with a friend having a little chat, and I thought, you know what? Why not come on here? I don't know what's been going on in terms of Sorare tonight. I don't know how my teams have been getting on. So I thought I'll come on here, see who's about, see who's joining, and have a little chat, have a little late night chat, and see how bad my lineups have actually got on, and see what I'm looking forward to for early hours. Early hours in the morning, because we've got New York Revs playing. We've got our boy Carlos Hill playing as well. So yeah, let's see who joins, and see how bad, as I said, my lineups have gone. So let me share over here and see what's going on. Don't need that. Don't need that. So a little spoiler there. Looks like Twente might have drew. That'd be interesting if they drew. Let's have a look. Let's see what's been going on, boys. Let's just go by games tonight, right? So we've got we know what went on last night, or most people do. We had Buanga in a lineup, and he smashed it, which was very, very decent of him. His AA was terrible, but he had 4 decisives, I believe. So that's decent. And then we've got down here. So Twente did draw 1-1, which means they still go through though. Well, that's not a good sign, is it? Because I had Smell and Unistal in a lineup, and Smell has gone off injured. Fuck's sake. Wow, this is late. It's my bedtime. Play crap. Well, yeah, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I was just, as I said, I was just saying, I was just with a mate down here, and doing some bits and pieces, because I do music as well. I'm a songwriter and stuff like that. Used to sing and all of this, that, and the other. So yeah, just was popped up as well. Didn't look good. Yeah, I was just chilling with him down here, and I thought, you know what, come back. I've missed out everything that's gone on. See what's happening, and then come in and see that. So that's absolutely dog shit, really, isn't it? He hopped off as well. It don't look good. What's his price? Is it started to tank a little bit? Brennett should get an assist though. Okay. Looks like someone's gone out straight away. I mean, like, how bad are we talking? Has there been any information after? Because, you know, I messaged you earlier anyway, Gaza, about maybe I sell my FC20 stack. In this thread, I'll try to induce you the best who is for the perfect. All right, that's just a fan, isn't it? Really, it looked bad. Well, no one's really going to bite on it, are they? Now, this is probably it, right? I'm assuming leaves the field injured. I mean, yeah, it'd probably have to be a bot, wouldn't it? Look. What's going on, everybody else who's joined the stream, by the way? ATX Mix, what's going on? Why do you want to sell, take the profit in the hype? Yeah, so, I mean, right, let me open up my gallery first, right? Well, let's just see what else went on there. Ooh, Club Bruges lost. They win the first leg, though. I think they did, but it wasn't by a massive score, was it? Or have I just been living in a different world? Are they through? 3-0 first leg. Oh yeah, it was. It was that game where Vanaken had like 3 big chances missed. That's why I was thinking that maybe it was like one of them games where nothing went in. Oh, they lost though. That's interesting. Very interesting. Midtjylland lost as well. Hibs smashed 6-1. Is that the game where they lost the first leg or something? Maybe. My mate will take Unistal, but need a little time to get the Eve. Yeah. So yeah, let me talk about that, and I'll answer your sort of question. ATX mix. I don't know what to do because, and it feels like at the moment I'm chopping and changing between strategies and stuff like that, which is something I don't really like to do. Don't get me wrong. I think about bits and pieces that I could do, but um, I never thought that I would really sell Unistal and Smell. But when I look at their prices, right, and I've already got Smell open, I look at Unistal. Now, I bought him at like 1.2 ETH when it was obviously through the roof. But I look at his price for half an ETH, and then I compare that to people like, I don't know, just use Nopper for an example, right? Who is maybe 70% of that price. Let's just say a Nopper is like 0.35. And then you've got people like Anthony Morris, who has gone up a little bit recently. I mean, by that sale down there. But before you could probably get him for like 0.35 as well. And I was thinking that if I sell Smell on top of that for, I mean, maybe I'm not going to get a lot for him now. What I might do is just see what Basilbot offers him. It's probably going to offer me like 0.15 or something like that. But I will send it over to him to see what he does. I mean, not that I'm going to kind of take this as so. It's just out of interest about what he does. What is it, Mbappe? And then he's in a lineup, isn't he? Is that lineup actually going to do anything though? Let me just check it. It shouldn't because of the results, because of the clean sheets gone, so it should be nothing. Is that going to get me anywhere if there's like, if they score 100, maybe 150? I don't know. I probably won't do it, right? But I reckon that I might get like 0.14, 0.15 for Smell off of Basilbot. And if he's got a really bad injury, that's not ideal anyway. So say I get 0.48 for Unistal, and then put Smell on top of that. Let's just say a round figure that I get 0.6. If I bought Morris for 0.35 and then bought, probably the person to pair with him is Burgess. But Burgess, yeah. I've then got some change to do some other stuff as well on top of the ETH that's already in my gallery. And I'm just thinking that these guys are going to be playing European football as well. Or Nopper and Botch. Yeah, I've owned them before. Exactly. It could be a similar thing there. And they're probably similar prices to these two guys that I've got. And I'm just thinking, are they, with Smell being such a flight risk, because we know that he wants to leave, we know that he's having contract issues as well, am I just literally setting myself up for like a bit of failure? I know it's a risk and we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but that's my fault. Whether I was clear in what I was trying to get across there or not, but that's my thought on it. Now I don't know if I am going to do that at the moment, but what's going on, Pep? Welcome, mate. Yeah, and Thomas Hay, ATX. Yeah, exactly. He's in my watch list anyway. I could have a little Heravine stack there. Now we don't know what's going to be going on with Nopper though. And Gaza, yeah, he could go to Ajax. I don't know if that's a good thing anymore at the moment with the way that they're, things are going for them, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is what I'm trying to say. I just don't know if 0.6 for Unistal and Smell, I could get somebody else and then maybe bring in another midfielder or something. Is Nopper rumoured away? Well, he was rumoured away last year, and I don't know if anything's changed from there either. But he's obviously back as their number one. Now, what the theory or what some predictions was going around on Twitter was that Nopper to Ajax if really leaves, and then De Kaiser to Herenveen, which is potential. But then you've got Olic in there as a shout as well, the Sparta goalkeeper. Now, it's a bit of a round robin, so who knows what's going to be happening. I don't know, but it's not good news that Smells got injured, and I just don't know how bad it is. Don't know. But any good news? Good news. We've got this lineup going tonight. We've got Steve Clark, who kept the clean sheet, which was good of him, obviously. And then we've got Buanga coming in with a 4 decisives, and he still don't even get 100. He's AA, I think it was like 1 point. But we've got the. I might be back. Yeah, my internet just literally restarted. So, can you hear me, boys? If anyone's actually still here, because people just jumped off. Yeah, back. Yeah, I just looked at my disk, my internet disk, and it just went red and then just come back on. So, yeah, fuck knows what was going on. But what I was saying here anyway was in my last stream or my last video, I turned around and said, "Oh, I might not have Pines in this lineup. I was looking at somebody else, and the person that I was looking at. All right, let's open up this game." Because then I was obviously thinking, well, if Steve Clark gets a clean sheet, then I'll just, stack him and hope for the best. You know the person I was looking at? Who do you reckon from a defender that I was looking at? Yeah, Escobar. And what's he do? Coming with a 94. Fucking couldn't believe it last night. Because I watched about half hour of the game. Yeah, and I was just sitting there fuming. Just thinking, why did I back out of it? Why did I bottle it? He's only 0.2. Yeah, shocking. So, is what it is. Is what it is, though. We've got Pines in there tonight. Who knows? He might come up with 100, and DC United might smash Philadelphia. Who knows? But yeah, we've got Real Salt Lake as well. So I'm not expecting amazing things there. They're playing against a good side, but at least they're at home. Savarino can do some bits and pieces. Mate, the Hig games was crazy. What's going on, Kubo? Welcome to the stream, mate. Yeah, I just saw that 6-1. Madness. I mean, I don't even know where they're playing, whether they was a good team, whether they was dog shit. But yeah, crazy. ATX, just coming back to your comment here. So you like the combination of Renault and Nock from Berlin? I'm probably butchering their names, but yeah, I think I've looked at these previously. Come on, I spelled that wrong then, haven't I? Let's just go Berlin. Let's just do it that way. So what is his price? Good age at 30, and then we've got this guy, good age at 31 for a defender as well. So 0.4, so this is a champion goalkeeper. Does he get... No, I was going to say he doesn't start for Denmark, does he? Decent. And then what's this guy do? Yeah, it's decent as well. I'll probably stay in Challenger though, just because I've got that veto in there as a super rare as well. So I want to need that flexibility to be able to go into Challenger if I've got All Star like filled with the MLS guys. And I'll come back to a comment from earlier as well when somebody said around ABC trades, sell Europeans and reinvest in MLS. Trouble is, I want to be playing through the winter, and obviously if I do that, then I'm not playing through the winter, am I? I'm playing up until like November and then having a couple of months off, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you could do that, but I don't. I think I'm done with MLS in terms of cards. Although saying that, I did pick up a Diego Rossi. I can't remember where we got to on the stream the other day, but I sold King Harold in the end. But I did pick up this Rossi, and I think I spoke about him. But yeah, it just made sense because I compare him with Gressel. I also picked up this guy just because there was a bit of news coming out saying that he was going as a DP to Atlanta. And I thought, fuck it, I've got Brooks Lennon. Just get him in for like 40 quid or whatever I paid. Bobby, try to build strong teams around Ray and Gil and win any rewards. Maybe move to Europe. Yeah, that is the plan, mate. It's kind of been the plan for the last couple of weeks, and I've just had some mediocre rewards that comes in at the moment. But yeah, that is certainly the plan for the next couple of weeks, few weeks. Try and win some stuff with those cards. I need them to get back into the MLS rather than Leagues Cup. Now, I know that Hill and Renuso, and there's obviously a couple of others that are still playing, but I'm going to lose either Gressel Super Rare or Renuso. I think they play each other, don't they? Minnesota and Columbus Crew. I think they do. So I'm going to lose one of those. Obviously, it's dependent on tonight as well in terms of the revs. If they go out, I lose Boo and I lose Heel as well. So I just want the MLS back so I know what we're dealing with and there's no fucking stupid rotations and stuff. I'd like to take profit on cards in the hype, but as I mentioned, the struggle is finding replacements. Like Morris from USG, for example, is also so inflated. Yeah, he is. The thing with Morris though is, yeah, he's inflated in terms of what a couple of weeks ago, right? You could get him for a little bit less. The thing is with him, he gets internationals as well because he's Luxembourg's goalkeeper, and they have got Europe as well. I don't know if that draw has been made yet. I don't think it has. Otherwise, I'd see it. So you just get good utility out of him. Yeah, he might be inflated from like 50 quid from a few weeks back, but I do like him, and I also like, and I spoke about Burgess as well. And maybe I'd even just do this separately, right? I keep Unistor, I keep Smell, and I just do this on the side. But I do also like Kevin McAllister and Machida. I think they get a lot of game time this year. And McAllister's, somebody had a super rare of McAllister as well. Not saying I'm going to go for it, but Basilbot's got one, and you might be able to I might be able to pick him up for cheap-ish. Blue Tomatoes. If MLS has finished, you could buy a limited team. Yeah, I'm not really into limited. I'm not gonna lie. I almost want to be coming out of rare. I want to be going into super rare, and this is long term. Like I've just not got the funds to do it at the moment. But I just want to be playing rare pro and then super rares. Ideally, maybe an all-star rare team because of the monthly competitions, but apart from that, I don't really want to be playing regionals unless I get a gallery so big, which hopefully is the plan in like fucking 2-3 years, whatever it may be, to then go into the regionals as well. I mean, like off season, he was 350 quid. Do you expect goalkeepers to stay stable price even cars mean? Yeah, no idea. I don't know if we're gonna have like more players coming now that there's cash wallet and what marketing they're gonna do. Uh, no idea. I think for me, it's just I'm gonna be looking at players and just thinking, am I okay paying that price? And if I am, I'm just gonna go with it. And yeah, if you lose some money on it, you lose some. That's my mentality on it. Anyway, Antwerp has a really good defense. Yeah, I've looked at Antwerp as well. I mean, you guys know that I have, right? Because we went through it all the other night in terms of stacks. And if I just filter this list, which I really cleaned up, I added a couple of players to it though. Munoz, obviously. Now the only reason why I didn't buy him like 2 weeks ago, so I've missed out on 200s. Only reason why I didn't buy him is because he's linked to I think it's Lille, and the scouts were at the game, not the one that we played last night, the week before, and they were watching both Munoz and Pantil. So if he moves obviously to the French league, he's not going to be hitting the same scores. I think he fits the matrix for Sorare, but I don't think that he's going to be doing the scores as what he's doing at Ghent, which is probably quite obvious. And then I put in old Diogo over here as well into the list. I didn't realize how good this guy was. Let's just put it that way. Now I know that's always easy coming off of 100, right? But just before that, in terms of his move from Benfica back in February, and it looks like he's up and running. So just to watch the price, not necessarily going to buy him. But what I was getting at was the goalkeepers that I left on this list was the ones that we're basically talking about. Butiz, but I don't think that he's going to be moving now. He was linked to Burnley. However, we still obviously have a few weeks left, so who the fuck knows what's going to happen there. But obviously, the person that I'd want to be stacking him with, and I don't know if I've already put him on my list or not, would be Toby. Have I got him favorited? Yeah, I have. So he's in that EU watch list as well. Um, and that'd be a nice stack, but it's more expensive. Quite a bit more expensive actually. Um, but still a good stack. And then Nopper, I'm keeping an eye on. I mean, Nopper's come down actually. Well, he hasn't even sold. It's been 10 days since somebody actually. You might be able to get this for like 0.3. It might be a shout. That's what I mean. If I picked up Nopper, I could pick up Botch and Hay for the same price as. Let me just make sure of that. Yeah, for pretty much the same price as Unistal. And that's what I'm thinking. And then if I sell Smell and I get like 0.15, plus on the ETH that I've already got in there, which is a couple, not a couple of ETH, like 0.2, point whatever it may be. And then all of a sudden I've got some more players. But I don't know. Just thinking out loud, boys. Thinking out loud. I know it's obvious, but did you consider Feyenoord? I did, but I can't remember why exactly. I think it was, yeah, it was the price of the goalkeeper. Yeah, it's the price of Bijlo because again, you might be able to get him for. Well, what was his last sale before I start chatting shit? Yeah, it's even more expensive than Unistal. So I'm just looking at value, really, lads. Like, could Nopper offer me the same or just a touch less than what Unistal offers me? That's what I'm trying to get at. Bobby, what about second division teams and championship? Do you consider? I have, but I don't know enough about the championship to really know what. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'll just go all prowess, right? About what team to target. Now, I know that been a lot of people that have jumped on Southampton. There's probably Norwich that you could get a good stack for, but I haven't spent the amount of time that I've spent in, MLS, Eredivisie, Belgium League, etc., to really understand it as much. Now, it still just shocks me that this guy is still at Southampton. Someone's surely got to buy him. But as a Spurs fan, why are Spurs not buying him? He's better than Oliver Skip. He's better than Basuma in my opinion. Ndombele we're trying to get rid of. He's better than Lo Celso. He's a set piece specialist. I know we've got Madison there now as well. I just think he fits Spurs. Yeah, West Ham was linked. I don't know. I mean, I just want him at Spurs, really. Bobby, I like Leeds, but they're full of new players. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from Leeds personally. Now, listen, they could come together and fucking absolutely smash it, but every couple of days I'm seeing like a new person leave, and yeah, a new person might be coming in, but exactly that, you might be, it's that gelling together. I don't know enough about the players. Like Ampadu coming in was obviously decent. Luke Ayling is not, he's a massive Sorare scorer, but he's going to be solid for them. Struick, I'm sure I've heard link. Sorry, boys. Sorry, lads. I might be back. I don't know. I'm just going to bring down the thing that I'm doing. What's it called? The output. I think I've got internet issues in my local area, so let me just bring that down, and it might help. It might help. So my bad. Yeah, that might help, boys. Yeah, my bad. I've got internet issues. Where I've got this office in my garden as well, because I'm not hardwired into my internet or whatever. I'm using like a disc outside, so sometimes the connection just goes, which is not ideal. I need to fix it. Um, UK internet. Yeah. Do you know what? It's just that I've tried to actually hardwire it, so to speak, but I just haven't really tried hard enough because I get away with it when I'm like working and stuff like that down here as well. So um, yeah, Coventry look good. Let's have a look. If it happens again, I'm just gonna fuck it off. By the way, I'll have to restart it and just try and work out what the fuck's going on. Um, Commentary looked good. Sims. So is Sims the keeper? Again, I know nothing about them. I know they had that no Wilson. Oh, Wilson's a goalkeeper, yeah. Yeah, I know nothing about them. I know they had that striker that was very, very, very good, who's now gone to Sporting. So yeah, I mean, but then I can't really play this anywhere else, can I? Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, exactly, Rail. He has gone. But I can't really play this anywhere else. I can't like whack this into Challenger or something. I don't really want to be playing second division. In all honesty, I would like to because I am keeping Vito so as a super rare, and I would like the option to play him in um, Challenger. That's why I've been looking at, as I said, like these goalkeepers. Um, yeah. Um, Take a look at Barber. I looked at this guy earlier and the goalkeeper. I've done exactly this. I was looking at this stack, which looked decent, but then it is more like all star, isn't it? But for the price, I mean, is he definitely locked in as number one? I'm assuming so. He played number one all last year, right? The price, that stack. What was what was his price? Oh, yeah, you can't get him. Oh, and he's gone for 0.2. All right, it kind of balances itself out, right? Yeah. Husin isn't there anymore. Look at his club. Yeah, good shout. Fair enough. Bought for 160 and sold him for 360. Nice, Rail. Nice. Yeah. But just going back to the point again, I think that I've lost people in and out of here because obviously the stream's been going down a little bit. But um, where I started on all of this was obviously Smell got injured. He's a big flight risk anyway. If I sell him, I'll probably sell Unistal, or I sell him and get proper. But Unistal's price just makes me think sell him, get a much cheaper goalkeeper, and you can get the defender and the goalkeeper stack for the same price. That's maybe delivers similar to what they would. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've he smelled there. Just got the note. He told me my baby's okay. I know it's not nice, but should have fine. Doesn't look great. That's what I mean. It's just not good, is it? It's just not good. What's going on, Kerry? What's going on? Cyprus from Ghent is insane. Played 30 minutes tonight, scored two. He's AA's shit though, isn't it? I remember. I mean, I haven't looked at him in a long time, but his AA is not great. Um, it's okay. It's all right in certain games. Yeah, when they dominate and they're playing lesser opposition. Yeah, fuck me. Look how many decisives he's had in a row. What's his price? Yeah, it's about that. Yeah, doesn't matter if he scores every week. Yeah, words out of my mouth, mate. Yeah, for sure. Managed to squeeze out threshold after Marshall decided he couldn't be asked tonight for Hibs. Nice. You got threshold though, right? So that's a win. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about Smell. You know, I am a bit worried. Now, what's the likelihood that I'm actually going to get a result? Because I'd like to just see what Basil Bot gives me for Smell out of curiosity. Where am I going? So results. I mean, I'm looking here for Boo and Hill. They basically need to get like, yeah, I'm not getting a reward out of this, am I, guys? Somebody tell me. I think you should wait. He won't go any lower for sure. Small might go to Ajax. Yeah, but I've seen no information about Ajax. Like I agree, Ajax need a left back. They do, and I think that Smell would be perfect for them. He almost like does what Daily Blind done there, and like that style of player. But I've seen no proper links. Like why would they not go after him? Like, why have they not just signed him? I don't think that they want like a load of money for Smell. I don't think 20 want a load of money. So why hasn't Ajax just went out and just bought him? Ajax cannot start the season like that. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, are people already undercutting on Smell? They're not. Somebody sold him to. I mean, what was this trade? Out of curiosity. Oh right, used him to get a super rare. Fair enough. Smell is not more than 10 mil. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. So Ajax have got a problem at left back. Why are they not just signing him straight away? Why don't you list him for floor and see what offers you get? I don't think you get any offers though. But what I was thinking was just cancelling this lineup and see what Basil Bot just give me out of curiosity. Um, but I'm not gonna get anything out of that, am I? So see much of August. Hasn't he gone to Ajax? Yeah, I know nothing about that new signing. I obviously know that he's come from Man City, so he's got to be decent. But no, mate, he'll 100 score. Jinxed it. I mean, he is my captain as well. Say he can get 120. Say Boo gets like I'm looking at 200 points, 338. That's probably still not going to get me anything. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Yeah, I'll just leave it. To be fair, even if you get 200 for those, yeah, exactly. I am getting into the habit though recently where if the lineup's dead and I want to make some moves, I'll just cancel it. Probably like I don't advise it, but I'm just impatient sometimes to just work out some moves and what's going on. Um, I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. Good thing is that I've now got a cash wallet. Um, I know everybody has, but it took me 7 hours to be verified. No, even longer than that. I think it was 9 hours to be verified. I think I uploaded the document in like a format that they didn't want. So what is your plans? That's the thing. I don't know at the moment. Hopefully, I win Champion America Rare tonight and win a Messi or something like that. I don't even know if he's in the prize pool, but that's the kind of plan there. Yeah, I don't know. Could you pick up another 20 defender? That's another thing that I thought about as well. I was talking to Gaza about this about 3 days ago. Whether to just fucking go like if I want to just keep it, just go balls deep with it. And I was thinking about picking up with Brennan. Obviously, the options are Brennan and Proper, but this guy spiked a touch more, and then I was just thinking, well, just go for it. Their first three fixtures are very, very good, and go for it. But now if Smell's injured, he just comes in to replace him for however many weeks that he's out. and I just don't know if Smell's going to even be there. And for the price of Unistal, I could get a keeper and save myself 0.15. Proper went off at half time as well. Fucking hell. You're having a laugh. They're falling apart. What's going on here? Oh, shit. Look at that. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Didn't look injured, but it's sub. He come off early last game as well. He's their skipper, right? What's going on there? This is an important game. Were they 1-0 down at half time as well? Surely. Oh, did this go extra time? Oh, and they scored because of yeah. Oh yeah, because they won 1-0 in the first half. Fucking hell. You don't bring your captain off at half time when you're losing 1-0. If he ain't injured. Surely. Surely. Didn't look injured, but subbed. He's got injured arm from pre-season. Oh yeah, I saw him wearing the little bandage. Let me know your opinion. Should I get MLS players? What do you think? Hey, it depends on your strategy, mate. On what you want to do. Now, the only thing I'd say is obviously they're at good prices at the moment, but it's just totally down to you. As you can see, I'm not even setting my own strategy, so for me to give advice to anybody else. Muslera, and yeah. If anybody was on that stream the other day, we spent a little bit of time talking about Galatasaray, and I really do like the price of Muslera. And I was going to put, do you know what? I'm going to put him back in that list anyway, because there are a few Galatasaray options. It's not just like, Muslera and one other. There are a few. Bowie, obviously Bardaki and Angelino. Now, probably, I can guarantee that Angelino has gone down a little bit since what people were listing him as. All right, he's not been sold yet, but apparently he had a bad game, and there's definitely going to be some panic on him. But yeah, I did come back and look at this. Obviously, there's the risk that Muslera retires at the end of the season. However, you would like to think that over the course of a season, having a strong stack like Galatasaray at the back, and then whoever else going forward, that you can win that back. I want a champion America team. Go out and get it, mate. You do it. Go out and get it. What's wrong with Windel as a left back for Ajax? Isn't he the guy who just literally doesn't score well? Yeah, it's just there's not enough data there for me to think that he's going to be any good, especially with Ajax going on. What's going on, Jamstar? Welcome. It's a good job I have the 20 stacked. I can put in replacements. Yeah, you have got a few there. You've got a few there, mate. You can put in. Mignolet's too expensive, I think. Unless he's come down from when I was looking. And let me take a look at his price. Do you know what? Stream might go, boys. Stream might go. Don't really understand why it's doing it though. No good, it's lagging. It's not off. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. I'll give it like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll probably make a move after that, and then just I'll have to restart everything and do all of that sort of shit. But yeah, Mignolet's there. I'm assuming that they've got European football, right? Well, they lost tonight, but they have got European football. So, all right. I think I'm back properly. It's lagging a bit. We're still on. What's going on, Joe B? Welcome to the stream, mate. At least we can hear you. Okay, cool. At least you can hear me then. Too many decisive connected at the same time, prob. Yeah, probably, mate. Um, I will sort it all out. As you guys know, I am a little bit new to all this streaming stuff, so um, yeah. Sell and install, invest in a Wi-Fi router. That's what we need. That is what we need. That is what we need. No, do you know what? To be fair, I have got probably what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 things plugged into my laptop right now, so that's probably not fucking helping, is it? Let's have it right. Yeah, I just don't like Mignolet. Don't like him. You know, he's probably a nice fella, but just don't really like him. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I keep thinking about Saito as well to pair with Vito as a super rare. Has anybody sold this guy recently as he's super? Because there's still no news, and yet he still wants to leave. No, nobody can. Who's selling him there? It's Banditos as well. But yeah, I thought was still about getting Sato in to pair with him. I was actually inquiring about his super rare the other day to see what price you could get him for, but somebody wanted. Who was it I was talking to? It might have even been. No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. They wanted like 1.3. I was like, I'm not paying 11 times the fucking rare price. I'd buy Vito if he stays. Yeah, I mean, in the Discord, in the Eredivisie Discord, people were saying that he's obviously just had this mad one-off season, and maybe he has, but he done fucking well though, didn't he? Let's have it right. Look at some of them scores for a forward, and I do like the idea of a super rare forward, um, because I struggle with buying them, and if a forward smashes, you can have defenders, and I don't know. I'm probably talking a load of shit, but I feel as though more defenders and midfielders obviously smash it, and you can get them for a cheaper price. If you have a forward who smashes it regularly, he's automatically going to be more than even if he was scoring the same as a defender. Well, that's kind of what I found. So if I can just go for that super forward, I know that it's just going to self pick itself and just go from there. Just get a Teddy super rare. Yeah, yeah, mate. I won't go. I won't bore you and go through like what I've actually sent out in the last, I don't know, like 2 months or whatever. But I have sent out offers for a Teddy Super Rare as well, including my what's it? My rare one has been in there as well. I think I sent like a rare Teddy and my super rare Brooks Lennon. To see whether anybody would bite on that. Nobody did. Put a bit of ETH on top as well, whatever. But yeah, you got a great price there, mate. I think that he's going to do great. I do. I said to you earlier though, he hasn't been playing in pre-season, so I don't know if he's going to be fit for first game or whether he's even training. I haven't looked into it that much, but I do think that he's gonna do all right there for sure, for sure. Yeah, they offer a differential. Yeah, exactly that. And if it's somebody that I struggle on, then just go balls deep on a super rare and go from there. Joe B, I'm thinking of making one of my biggest pickups and get in an Inago Vincenzo. Butchered his name. Gets squares for attacker. Let's have a look at him, mate. Can't say that I've heard of him. Where's Teddy gone? He's gone to a Reims in the French league. Let's have a look. I mean, that looks nice, doesn't it? Does he get AA? Has he been at this club the whole time? He has. So he gets decent AA for a forward. Does he take sets? That's always a thing for me. Does he take sets? He does. I mean, depending on who you're stacking him with. I mean, he hasn't had that spike over 90. When was the last time that he done that? Yeah, a long, long time ago. But he doesn't look a bad card. Yeah, don't look a bad card. Um, yeah, that is a worry. Yeah, it is, mate. But I ain't got your super rare, have I? So You'll be more worried than I am. Um, game week for next week as well. Let's have a look at this. What am I doing? Squad building. Yeah, lineup building. So I showed this. Was it last night or the night before when I was streaming? And this was the squad that I was putting together, and I was saying that we're unsure on Gressel, but I personally think that he starts, and I would go for this. But the good thing with Houston winning last night is that they will be playing in this game week as well. I think it's on Monday night, so it'd be before the Tuesday deadline. So that means that I would have Clark, Herrera, Corey Baird, and that's all I've got. Yeah, those three available. So what I might be thinking about doing is doing this, pairing Zimmerman with Lovitz. Willis, playing Reynoso in this lineup, but then he's not appearing in there at the moment because the Charlotte game's tonight, I think, and then putting Herrera in here, or potentially Tommy. I'm not sure yet. In this lineup, right, and going for that, and then in the All-Star lineup, that would be something like Steve Clark. It would be Lovitz. It would be whoever the other one is. It would either be Tommy or Herrera, whatever way round I go. Corey Bird. So probably it would be Herrera in this lineup, and then the extra being Gressel. So I get two decent lineups out. Potentially, I'll do that. Looks solid, just not sure about Lovitz recently. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Do you know what? I'd probably prioritize All-Star, and I would go with Zimmerman in there and then Reynoso in there. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Don't know. But at least I've got another goalkeeper. I can get another team out. I could even go for a threshold, like play like a Martins in there as well. I mean, I don't want to be playing Bunbury, especially against Cincinnati away. And it looks like Surridge might get some minutes this weekend as well, so that'd be decent. Do you know what else happened just by seeing this guy? This guy got traded back to Minnesota, and it looks like he's going to be starting because I think it's Arriaga is now out for a long period of time. So, Gregus, I picked you up a long, long time ago, mate. But you looks like you're going to be getting some game time. And do you know what's mad about him as well is that when he was at San Jose, these games here, everyone was going mad for him. His price went crazy because he was taking sets as well. He looked like, and I don't know what happened after that, whether he fell out with people at the club or something. But yeah, fell off a cliff. But at least I can get some good utility out of him. Pay me a couple of cap modes for a few weeks. That would be decent. Does Gressel start? I think he does. Come off the bench, played 20 minutes the other day, got an assist, done well. Like, you know, they've brought him to play regularly. They've brought him to play in big games. This is going to be a massive game against an informed Minnesota team. So why wouldn't he not start? Like, is my thinking. How's this game week started for you? Any games on tonight? Joe, I did have games on tonight, mate. They've already gone. And we was talking about it earlier, and that's kind of where I went down that rabbit hole about what the fuck to do with Twente. But they just bottled it, basically. But I do have some games on tonight. I've got Real Salt Lake to keep an eye on, and the Philadelphia DC game. And then we've got the Revs playing here, but this lineup's dead. So, and I've got the hiccups, so that's nice, isn't it? Still got your Clark? I do, Carl. I do have my Clark, mate. Now for the price, he's below 0.1, isn't he? It's madness. I personally think that he carries on because they've got an option on his contract, and I think they've got an option for another 2 years. So I don't understand why there's too much panic on him, but I might be totally wrong. Also, I'm just checking the stream here. I think we're about 30 seconds delay here because of all the fucking internet problems. But hey ho. Yeah, so we get some good utility out of him. And also, even when he comes back, they've got some decent home games coming up. We've got Portland, St. Louis, Whitecaps, Dallas, Colorado towards the end of the season. So I'm going to get more utility out of him. But the old keepers are cheap. Fryer, Guzan. Yeah, I mean, I've got Fryer as well. Now, Guzan, I do think that Guzan retires at the end of the year or they replace him. Just my thought, though. Just my thought. Is it any of you guys on for a reward? Anyone that you're going to be watching early hours in the morning or wherever you are in your time? Shame about All Star, but Champ America still looks decent. Unbelievable. Buanga gets decisives and doesn't hit 100. Yeah, 4 decisives and the guy doesn't hit 100. I was watching. Well, I woke up. I went to bed about 10 last night, and I woke up at about 2 a.m. No, later than that, 3 a.m. I think. Check my phone. Excuse me. Check my phone, and he was on something like 24 AA. And I thought, well, that's good, isn't it? And just turned my phone off. Woke up and it was like notification, notification, notification. I was like, fuck me, he's just pulled it right out of the bag there. So yeah, it is crazy, but that's kind of what Buanga's about, isn't he? He's multiple decisives rather than AA plus decisives. Blue Tomatoes, you've got the San Lorenzo stack. Game starts in 15 minutes. Yeah, nice. What I'm assuming you've got, what is it, Batala? That San Lorenzo stack. And who have you got? Did they? Oh, they rotated last game. That's interesting. Maybe if Breda gets the assist. I didn't if Gilmbu can do something. I think Revs win. Even with the issues that they're having with their coach and Petrovic is not playing, I believe. I think that a couple of the players come out today and said that he wasn't playing. But I think the home advantage, I think that they win. So fingers crossed for all the Hill owners, even. Hmm. Yeah, not too much happening on there. Gonna hit the sheets. Got work at 5. Cheers for joining, Carl, mate. Have a good one. Do you already know if you're gonna make a? Do you know? Yeah. So I was really interested in this the other day, so I should probably actually revisit it. And after thinking about this, I still think that he's a really good pickup, Visca. But then I started looking around on Twitter, and their fans are not impressed with him at the moment. Um, Loads of tweets that I was seeing that basically he just needs to leave. So that worried me a little bit, and I decided not to pick him up because there was an auction, wasn't there? Where did it go for? It went here. And excuse me. Yeah, it went here, and I just decided against it in the end. I think I'll just see how the season starts, and if I have to buy in a little bit more expensive, then I will. But going forward, like I do really like them if their big boys stay and play. The other team that I was looking at as well, and again, this was discussed the other night, but not in depth in terms of stacks, but you would have seen him in my watch list, is Girona for next year. So I like this guy very, very much. Now, I know that Channy's got a super rare of him. He picked up recently. I was talking to him on Discord the other day about it. That you could actually get a really good Girona stack. Like him, Alex Garcia, um, would be a nice little forward stack, I think. They both kind of share set pieces a little bit. I mean, Garcia takes a bit more, but this guy can take them. And then you've got Daily Blind that obviously has come in. Who knows where he's going to be playing, whether he's going to be playing left back or left centre back. I don't know at the moment. Don't know if he's still got the legs, but I would assume so. And Gazaniga's a decent price as well for what he can do from an AA goalkeeper. I mean, he's obviously going to be facing quite a lot of shots, but if they get that clean sheet, like here, he gets 20 AA, 26 AA, and he even conceded. Here, 23 AA. You know, he's scoring in the 80s. So I have thought about that as well, but again, I know that that's champion, so maybe that doesn't fit my strategy at the moment. Although I don't even know what my strategy is. You could probably tell by the shit that I'm talking. Girona should be better this season as well. Yeah, they should be. So it's definitely there. And as I said, those players are marked in that watch list. So I'm just keeping an eye on prices and see what happens. But yeah, the other thing that I can do is, now that the cash wallet's set up, is easily deposit some more. But I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. You know. Um, Yeah, sorry, I was just reading a message on my other screen. As you focus on MLS a lot, are you tempted to pick up a rare collection for the rest of the following season? Not sure I fully understand that question. Do you mean picking up a full rare collection of an MLS team? Is that what you mean? Because if that's, yeah, okay. No, I don't plan on doing that, because I know that there's people out there that believe that collections are like the biggest thing that's going, and people are not doing it, and I get the arguments for it. I just don't have a big enough gallery to be doing a full collection of rares for a team. I'd like to probably do Nashville. I do have a soft spot for Nashville, but for me to collect all of these players, right? Let me just view this collection. I don't even know whether I'll do this. It might even be the 2002 team that I do. And I don't know if there's a quick way to just know how much this whole collection would cost me from floor right now, rather than just going through and adding up all of these. But probably this one, not too much. Mukhtar's going to be the only one there. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard, but realistically, I'm not going to be playing any of these players. Lovitz, got his super. I might throw him in like a threshold. Zimmerman, in the last 10 weeks, I think I've played Zimmerman twice. Mukhtar, yes. The rest of them, no. Their starting 11 says 0.5 ETH. Yeah, so I think that I would get more involved in collections if I had like triple the gallery. And I would like a Spurs stack as well, a collection as well, as a fan. But then Harry Kane on his own is like, a sixth of my gallery. So it's probably just not the right timing for me at the moment. Now I do have, I mean, in my collections, I do have Real Salt Lake, because I have the one of for Sav, and I've got Pablo Ruiz, and I've got Schmidt in there as well. So it gives me an extra percentage, and in X amount of days or couple of months, that should bump up to 2. And I buy somebody else, but I don't think there's good enough players here to then be thinking, oh, if they get a transfer. I mean, obviously we know that Nepenthes is doing Arsenal, right? So pretty much all of those players, barring a couple, are going to be useful, because, for example, if Tierney goes back to Celtic, he's got an absolute baller there. If I can't even think of somebody else that's on their books that's going to be transferred somebody else, or there's links, but they're going to get more utility out of him. Now, for me, if I'm collecting Real Salt Lake, I don't even know who this guy is, but like, he ain't going to do shit, you know. Well, he's at this club, which is not even probably covered. So that's my thinking. If I was to collect somewhere, it would be at a club where, if they moved, and I could utilize them elsewhere in the future. Probably a long-winded way of answering your question, mate, but I was thinking about it as we went along. The other thing that I'm going to start thinking about as well is the week after next. But the annoying thing about it is that I just don't know what players I'm going to have, because of who's going to make it through to the League Cups, quarterfinals, semi-finals, etc. But this now puts serious doubt into my thinking as well, because yes, we had Unistal in there and we had Smau in there. If Teddy starts, who knows? We've got Vito in there, and then it would have to be somebody else that I'd hopefully would come through for the League's Cup. Now, if Smal's injured and he's out, I've got no defender to come in here. And so I think between now and 397, I do need to make some moves about what I'm doing. And rather than just chatting all the time about what to do, I think I just need to make some decisions and just go with it. But it's easier said than done. It's a nice team. Yeah, it is, but I don't know if Teddy's going to play. The Smell coming off injured tonight has fucked me. So whether I, as I said, sell the 20 boys and then I've got a bit more ETH to play around with and to do some business, I don't know. 399 is the one where, everybody's back. Like, and this is where I could probably get out 6 teams maybe. Like just from an all-star point of view, my camera's blocking it. So just from an all-star point of view, all of a sudden, again, if I've still got an install, they've got a really good fixture at home. If Smel's back and he's fit, and then I could play somebody like a Renuso or even Herrera at home fixture, or Carlos Hill. And then we've got some good forward picks in here as well. I mean, Buanga against Colorado at home. That's a great fixture. So yeah, I start getting some of some mixes between EU and MLS. I think Teddy is going to bang in League One. I agree, Joe. I do agree, mate. And again, this is another thing that I was kind of talking about earlier, but I wouldn't mind a super rare of him. I've got his rare. If I sold that, that's like 0.1. Maybe I deposit a little bit and fucking just go out and get a Teddy super rare. And then I've got my 2 supers. Well, I haven't actually. No, shit, it's champion, isn't it? So it'd just be all-star that I'll be playing him in. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just flapping a little bit at the moment because obviously I'm a little bit light in Europe. I just need to win some stuff. Is that a good solution? Is that the easy way out? Just win. Win a load of cards, win a load of ETH or cash now, whatever it is, and you can go and spend it. What's people going to do, by the way? Are you thinking about getting your rewards in cash or in ETH? Because I feel as though, I mean, if I was to come onto the platform now, I would probably just play in cash, right? Because I don't understand. Like at the beginning of this, when I first come onto Sorare, I didn't really understand Ethereum. I knew what crypto was, but I would have just went straight for cash. Now being for a year and a half talking about ETH, learning about ETH, etc. I think it's that fear of missing out on ETH rising and going to the moon. But it's a risk. Is it going to do that? Do I know enough about Ethereum to be, this? We're talking about like 5 years time. Well, I don't know. The fear of missing out is the question for me, whether I'm taking it in ETH or cash. Nothing else, really. It'll be an interesting one. I haven't changed anything at the moment though. I've just left it as it is. As you can see here, got a little bit of ETH in there, but cash 0. Cash is 0. In 2 years, what do you think it'll be then in terms of 1 ETH is worth how many Great British pounds, Rail? Tell me. Probably ETH, Joe, but cash for kebab. Yeah. Going back to Teddy as well. There's a nice little stack there with Ito. Minimum 8k. Fucking hell. You're having a laugh, aren't you? 8k. What is it now? All right, it's £1,448 for 1 ETH, and then we're saying in 2 years' time, this is going to go to 8k. Right, that's me going to ETH, mate. If you're right, minimum. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know enough about ETH. I don't know enough about that whole world as to whether that's actually a realistic view or an optimistic view. I mean, the highest it's ever been here is what, 3.5. But who knows? I think I'll always keep some ETH in the account for sure. And we will be here. Um, yeah, I will keep some ETH. It's not like I'm gonna sell all of my cards to go back and get uh get cash. But I just haven't really worked out at the moment whether I'll use me, whether I'll get my rewards in ETH. I've yawned about 20 times on this stream, haven't I? I'm just constantly tired. It was up watching fucking Houston Dynamite and praying that Steve Clark gets a clean sheet. But if Bitcoin going 100k minimum, then ETH 8k. If Bitcoin goes, I mean, what's Bitcoin doing now? I don't know anything about that either. Didn't that tank like in the last couple of years? Oh, it's obviously gone back up again. I think maybe. Let's just go 5 years. Went 13. All right, it's gone up. Listening to Channy the other day, he's adamant ETH is going to rock it. Yeah, I think Channy, from like, watching his videos back in the day a little bit when he used to do a bit on for 5 minutes at the front or at the end of his videos, he obviously knows a little bit more about ETH. Yeah. I mean, looking at my gallery, and tell me if this theory, and I haven't really thought about it well, so I'm probably going to word it really shit, right? But my gallery at the moment is 6 ETH. Now, we know that this has gone down. I think probably 4 weeks ago it was 8 ETH. That's predominantly because 70% of my gallery, maybe even like 85% of my gallery is MLS, and the prices have gone down, yeah? So let's just work with what we've got, 6 ETH. Now, if I was to sell this gallery and say I got 6 ETH, which I don't think I do, but say I get 6 ETH, I've then got to sit and wait, right? Potentially for ETH to go up, just like anything. But let me try and think about how to word this. If ETH goes up, my gallery, my roster valuation in ETH will go down because people will then start to correlate cash and ETH, right? You know, do you know what I'm trying to say? Is that I can't be thinking that, yeah, it's 6 ETH, and then say ETH goes to 5 grand, and then I've got fucking 30 grand, brilliant. It's not going to happen like that because my roster valuation will just shoot down. Now, am I too tired to be making sense here? But that's right, yeah. People will start listing ETH. People will start listing lower. Listen, if ETH goes up, your gallery goes up. Mm. Unless players move to Saudi or shit. Yeah, but I don't think. Right, let's take Carlos Hill, right? So at the moment, let's call him half an ETH player. Half an ETH player. ETH is at £1,500. If ETH goes to £3,000, he don't stay at half an ETH. He'll come down even to 0.4 of an ETH. And if he's doing that, and all my other cards are doing that, my gallery valuation will naturally go down. Because people will be looking at cash prices versus ETH, and they'll be thinking, oh, fuck me. Well, let me lower the ETH because the cash is higher. Anyway, fuck knows. I don't know. I'm too tired to be thinking about this sort of shit. I think I'm just going to let things play out, get paid in ETH for a little while, Might deposit a little bit of cash in there in case I need to buy some players, and people are only accepting cash, and just go from there. But I also need to decide what the fuck I'm gonna do with my gallery, because I don't know. I don't know. Help me. I don't know. Help me. Has there been any news around Gears Small yet? I want to know how long he's out for, please. Tell me. If blocked to transfer, I'd be very bored. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him. I'll keep an eye on him, don't you worry. Lads, been a bit of a random stream. I didn't really have a topic as such to come on here. As I said, I just fancy coming on and having a look at how the game week went, because I missed out on it. So I appreciate you guys joining. Hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit the subscribe button. Apologies for the internet connection issues. I will try and get that sorted. But I'm going to go, because I'll probably be up watching a little bit of the Real Salt Lake game. So good luck, everyone. And good night.